Inspired by David Fincher's dark psychological crime thriller, Se7en, this is a story delves into the moral decay and quiet despair that haunt the human soul. In a city that never sees the sun, the rain never stops. Raindrops slide down gray windows, mixing with sirens and the hum of distant traffic. The streets glisten like open wounds, the neon lights reflecting on the wet pavement. People walk with umbrellas, avoiding each other's eyes, as if emotion itself has been washed away. Detective Somerset, a man standing on the edge of retirement, walks slowly through a crime scene. His eyes are tired, but his mind is razor sharp. He's seen darkness before, but not like this. This isn't just about murder, it's about sin, morality, and the quiet rot within the human soul. A killer is on the loose, choosing victims according to the seven deadly sins: gluttony, greed, sloth, wrath, pride, lust, envy. Each corpse tells a story, and every story feels disturbingly familiar. Beside him stands Detective Mills, young, impulsive, and hungry to prove himself. The two men from opposite ends of life, stepping together into a maze where logic dissolves and judgment wears a human face. Each crime scene is a message, precise, ritualistic, meticulously planned. The killer doesn't kill for pleasure, he kills to teach. Somerset spends night in the library, surrounded by books on theology and sin, his fingers tracing lines written centuries ago. The ticking of the clock becomes part of the investigation, a heartbeat calming through sleepless nights. Across the room, Miles burn with impatience. He believes in justice and victory, but here justice feels unreachable. The killer is always a step ahead, watching, waiting. Each apartment they enter feels colder than last. Words carved into the walls, photographs of victims before their fall reminders that every sin begins as desire. The killer sees himself as a messenger, not a monster. Each death a sermon, each body a warning. Somerset starts to realize something unsettling, that these crimes are not madness, they are reflection, a mirror held up to humanity, showing us the wrong we pretend not to see. One, the seventh day, a man walks calmly into the police station and says, "I'm the one you're looking for." John Doe, calm, polite, utterly detached. There's no fear in his eyes, no pride, no remorse, only stillness. He knows everything: the victims, their sins, even the detective's private thoughts. Yet he has only one request: that Somerset and Mills accompany him to reveal the final two victims. As the car drives out into the desert, the rain stops. For the first time, sunlight breaks through the clouds, sharp, merciless, almost divine. John talks about God, sin, and apathy. Mel snaps, his temper boiling. Somerset watches in silence, haunted. Inside that car, the line between good and evil blurs, and for a fleeting moment, none of them knows which side they stand on. In the middle of the burnt desert, a delivery van arrives. The driver leaves a small box on the sand. Somerset walks toward it, his hand trembling. He opens it, and the world seems to stop. John Bow's voice breaks the silence. Envy's my son, wrath is yours, detective. Moses' breathing quickens, the gun in his hand shakes. Somerset pleads, don't do that. But the sound of the gunshot cuts through the air one bullet, enough to complete the cycle. The killer wins, justice dies, and somewhere in that silence, humanity loses something it can never get back. At the end, Somerset recalls Hemingway's words. The world is a fine place, and worth fighting for. He pauses, his voice low, almost breaking. I agree with the second part.